Hello, my truth sheeples. Welcome back to our channel. Get ready to open your mind and challenge the mainstream narrative. Hit that subscribe button, because here, the truth is just the beginning.
There's a secret hidden in plain sight. Massive cathedrals, grand buildings, and breathtaking architecture that defies explanation. Were these structures really built by the civilizations we've been taught about? Or is history hiding something from us?
Let's start with the big question. Who were the Tartarians? We already expanded this question in our previous video that you can watch later. According to mainstream history, Tartary was just a vague term for parts of Asia and Russia. But conspiracy theorists argue that it was actually an advanced, global civilization wiped from history. The theory suggests that the world's most breathtaking cathedrals, domes, and monumental buildings weren't built by the civilizations we credit today, but by a lost empire with advanced knowledge of construction, energy, and maybe even free energy technology.
Who really built these cathedrals? Take a look at the world's most iconic cathedrals, the ones in Moscow, Paris, and even Chicago. These structures feature impossibly intricate stonework, massive domes and spires reaching toward the heavens. But how were they built with primitive tools and no modern machinery?
Many Tartarian theorists believe these buildings weren't just places of worship but energy centers, designed to harness electromagnetic power from the ether, an ancient technology lost after the supposed mud flood catastrophe. Ever notice that many Tartarian cathedrals have copper domes? Copper is an excellent conductor of electricity. Were these buildings actually part of an ancient energy grid, harnessing power from the earth itself? Take a look at some of the most breathtaking cathedrals in the world. St. Basil's Cathedral in Moscow, Notre Dame in Paris, St. Paul's Cathedral in London, and even some lesser-known yet equally grand structures across Eastern Europe, Asia, and even the Americas. These buildings share striking similarities despite being credited to vastly different cultures and time periods. Tartarian cathedral design, a blueprint for lost knowledge, grand domes and resonance chambers. How many of these structures feature enormous domes, often coated with copper or gold? While mainstream history tells us these domes are simply decorative or symbolic, alternative researchers believe they served as resonance chambers, devices that could harness and amplify sound frequencies or even collect atmospheric energy. Another anomaly is the mathematical precision in Tartarian cathedral designs. Many of these buildings follow sacred geometric patterns, which are also found in nature and in energy flow structures. Why would a simple place of worship require such precision? Could these designs be aligned with ley lines, geometric pathways of energy across the earth? Some theorists suggest that these cathedrals acted as energy hubs, harnessing natural electromagnetic fields and possibly providing free energy to surrounding areas. The mystery of the spires and antenna-like towers. Take a look at the massive spires and towers that dominate these cathedrals. They often feature intricate metal components at their peaks, structures that look eerily similar to modern radio towers or even ancient antennae. These towering spires have been used to conduct and distribute energy, just like Tesla's Wardenclyffe Tower. These cathedrals weren't just religious buildings but were actually advanced energy transmitters, capable of distributing wireless power long before the invention of electricity as we know it today. Were cathedrals actually energy stations? These cathedrals weren't churches at all, they were energy stations. Look at their resemblance to modern electrical substations with large metallic components and geometric placements. Could these buildings have been tapping into an ancient wireless energy system? Imagine a world where electricity was freely available, drawn from the very air around us. If the Tartarian civilization had perfected this technology, why would modern elites erase it? Could they have rewritten history to keep us dependent on fossil fuels and centralized power grids? If you want to know more about free energy, check our latest videos. Now here's the biggest mystery: how were these structures even built in the first place? Mainstream historians claim that most of these cathedrals were built in the Middle Ages using basic tools like chisels, ropes, and wooden scaffolding. But let's think about that for a second. Some of these structures, like the Cologne Cathedral in Germany, took over 600 years to complete. Does that sound realistic? How could civilizations with no modern machinery lift thousands of tons of stone with pinpoint accuracy? How did they carve intricate, machine-like details into solid rock? Many believe the answer is simple: they didn't. These buildings were not constructed in the times we are told but inherited from an earlier, more advanced civilization.
Truth Sheeples, if you enjoyed this deep dive into hidden history, smash that like button, subscribe for more mind-blowing theories, and join our Conspiracy Point movement.